稼ぐ私はスター Welcome back to my channel. Do you know, truth be told, I have the good app she has, but I can show you here. But instead, I'm gonna do Instagram React. So there's a lot of information about Japan on the social media, but some of them are very questionable. So let's check it out. And it have 182 million posts about Japan. So let's do it.
This is how to spend 3 days in Tokyo without missing the best spots. Start your first day in Asakusa at the iconic Sensoi Temple and stroll down Nakamise Street for traditional snacks.
A lot of videos saying like a hotel should be around Asakusa, right? But if you've been in Japan, you will know Asakusa is the best at night because night view in Asakusa is beautiful and less crowded. So I highly recommend going to Asakusa at night and walk to the Sky Tree later if you want to go.
Snacks and souvenirs. From there, take the metro to Ueno to either explore the park or visit the National Museum. From there, explore the crazy Akihabara district for anime, manga, and electronic shops. In the evening, head to Odaiba and enjoy the immersive art at Team Lab Planets. Stay tuned for day 2.
Akihabara is not crazy, but amazing. Last day in Japan. This is so funny, right? I think Japanese in general don't think Japan is great, fun country. I had a funny comment saying, a lot of foreigners think Japan is the fantasy world, but we are like forced to work for death or something like that. I kind of agree. The working culture in Japan is crazy.
There's a way to say, what are you doing in Japanese? With a little bit of attitude. Nani shitenne? Nani shitenne? It's like Kansai ben, Osaka ben, whatever you want to call it. But nani shitenne? It's like, fuck you doing, bro?
I mean, for Osaka, nani shitennen is just regular. What are you doing? It doesn't have any vibe. But if you want to add a little, like more street vibe, as you say ghetto Japanese, no nani shitennen. Nani shiton? Nani shiton? Nani shiton? Nani shiton? Like a shorter than nani shitenne. Nani shiton? Nani shiton? And if you want to add more bad guy vibe, say nani shiton? Nani shiton?
Like, depending how you say it, nani shitenne? It's kind of like, oh, what are you doing? Like, nani shitenne? Nani shitenno? Even nani shitonne? It's like, what the fuck are you doing, bro?
Not the ghetto Japanese, it's just Osaka dialect. It's not ghetto. Osaka is not ghetto. So if we want to add more ghetto vibe, just shorter and then speak vague. Oh, this is funny. I think she's Russian. She's explaining the Gaijin sheet.
勘違い外国人あるある。え？なんで？嘘でしょ。私の隣に誰にも座ってない。差別されてる。それはね、巻貝だからだよ。
I mean, it's funny, but I don't think...
誰にも優しく。
I don't know, man.
これ使う
I was in Japan recently and I noticed there are certain things that only foreigners do.
I was gonna say I have some bad feeling, but it's really my sunglasses. Okay, let's see.
If you want to look like a local, you need to avoid these things. Number one is wearing sunglasses. In
If you've been watching my channel, you will know wearing sunglasses is associated Yakuza or gangster is bullshit.
Japan, wearing black shades is associated with yakuzas or gang members. If you look into these crowds, not a single local is wearing sunglasses.
And also it's kind of trend things. When I was high school, there's a lot of people wearing the sunglasses and I was wearing that too. And the trend in Japan is something related to, this is a little dark side of Japan. Trend in Japan is social pressure. It's not trend to show yourself good. Trend in Japan, it's my opinion, it's more like rule.
Generally, they are viewed as suspicious and threatening. Not even the stores will sell them. Number two, you do not tip in Japan. Japanese culture is naturally rooted in respect and hard work, so the service they provide is considered the standard bare minimum. In fact, if you do tip, it will be refused and considered as a rude and crass gesture.
It's not rude, it's just not common.
This applies to restaurants, cafes, food stands. The price you see is the price you pay. Number 3, do not eat while you're walking. Even though it's a pretty normal thing in North America, eating while walking in Japan is considered a disrespect for public spaces and the people around you.
So I've been talking about this topic a lot, but it really depends. I got a lot of comment from Japanese, it's normal, but also some Japanese saying it looks bad, but I don't think it's rude. But, and also like a trash can, there's no trash cans in Japan that much. So you should eat where you get food and then throw the trash.
People finish their food in a designated area and throw away the trash there as well. So many things to know. Stay tuned for more Japan travel hacks.
Trying to adult only gacha. I'm sure it's just underwear, right? It's pretty common. We have gacha gacha. It's originally for kids toy, but there's some gacha gacha for adults, but mostly just some sexual luxury.
5 most dangerous and controversial places in Japan you should not go to. Number 5. Airin-chiku in Nishinari, Osaka is a gangster-infested area that has seen 8 different riots where they almost burned the city down. It's covered in trash, and as for lodging there, it's mostly to house the homeless.
I see a lot of people saying that Nishinari is the bad or kind of stuff. It's pretty much safe. My high school was nearby. It's compared to 20 years ago, hell safe. And also, I explained other video about Yakuza. Yakuza is decline. You still might see drug deal like people and people really high or drunk people sometimes, but less. And also, it's getting really nice place. And she said that riot, but it happened like more than 20 years ago. Now there's a retired Yakuza who doing udon place and he's serving udon for free for the people who can't afford udon. So this place is changing.
Just around the corner in Nishinari is our number 4, Tobita Shinchi. It has been in operation since 1912, making it one of the oldest areas in Japan for ladies of the night. But this is a gangster-infested area that is not friendly to foreigners. So
That's not true. Tobita Shinchi is famous for non-Yakuza owners. Prostitute in Japan is illegal. But these places are registered as ryote, which means Japanese traditional restaurant. They don't have food, but they're registered as Japanese traditional restaurants. And there are many restaurants, and every single place has different owners. And most of them owners are inherited from their parents or people who are doing a side business. Yakuza wouldn't do that because they don't want to get trouble. Meaning, if you had something trouble here, they don't call Yakuza, they might call police. So Yakuza is not related. Yakuza really can't do anything now. So they really go to underground. So this is wrong.
So don't even bother, gentlemen.
It's safe. I grew up nearby other red light district, so I know how safe this place is in Japan. And you see that no photos, but it's just because to protect walkers there.
Number 3, Aokigahara. Located at the base of Mount Fuji, it is a sprawling forest known to Japanese people as a haunted area.
Yeah, this place is dangerous for many ways.
And as we all know, in 2018, Logan Paul went there making a famous video of something he shouldn't have. Need I say more?
People are calling this place suicidal forest. The ground itself in this forest is really dangerous. It's not stable. So someone who are trying to hike and they got an accident and they passed away. And also in the past, these are places that hitman of Yakuza unalive people here. So it doesn't have a good image. But recently people started seeing this forest differently because it's just beautiful nature. So if you want to go there, I highly recommend going some tour, not going by yourself. You probably lost.
Number 2, Yasukuni Shrine in downtown Tokyo is one of the most politically sensitive places in all of Asia because enshrined in its walls are soldiers from World War II, some of which are considered, especially by China and Korea, to be high-profile war criminals that are worshipped there on a daily basis.
This really shows lack of understanding of Japanese religion, Shinto. Yes, this is war shrine. Any Japanese who passed away by war goes to this place. Even end of the Edo period, when Japanese are fighting Japanese each other, their enemy or alliance, after they dead, they go to same shrine. They became God. They became equal. They became like in peace. So I think foreign perspective, as she said, you might think, oh, this Japanese are worshipping war criminal. No. This place is more like Japanese Shintoism. Anyone, everyone can be God. In the Shinto belief, if I joined some war and if I died, in the Shinto, my spirit go to this shrine. And then my parents or my family go to this shrine to pray for me. So it's very complicated. And then people need to explain this part, this aspect, instead of emphasizing, oh, this shrine is worshipping war criminal in Japan. No. But fact is, you might see ultra right-wing people here.
Making it the target of bomb threats over the years and a hotspot for right-wing demonstrations.
But it doesn't mean only right-wing or ultra right-wing go there.
Number 1, the Fukushima exclusion. 5 most dangerous and controversial places. Has your experience been dating in Japan?
I've actually never dated a Japanese person.
Really?
I actually never, nobody ever approached me in Japan.
Hmm.
Yeah.
No Japanese guys have asked you out?
Nope.
I'm really shocked.
I don't think I fit in the Japanese beauty standard, especially my body shape.
If she speaks fluent Japanese, I'm pretty sure a lot of Japanese men want to talk to her.
Is not what most Japanese men like.
Are they like intimidated maybe?
People say that I look scary in Japan, but yeah, honestly.
Scary?
I think Japanese are scary that speaking in English.
What's scary about you?
I don't know, maybe.
I don't get it. I don't get it. There's a lot of Japanese men missing out. So when you're in Japan, they think you're a foreigner. When you're in Sweden, they think you're a foreigner. Everywhere you go, you're a foreigner.
Everywhere I've been in the world, people think I'm Latina.
It's interesting to me that you don't think you look Japanese. I don't know. I think you do.
Yeah, she's
How's
beautiful.
Your experience been?
Pia was born in Japan to a Japanese mother. Okay, and Swedish. I know. This is so funny. I was living in Denmark. And I was working in a Danish restaurant, but the owner is a Japanese, old Japanese, and she married Danish woman, and she's blonde, blue eyes, but their kids looks very Latino. That's interesting. That's really interesting. Sound of Japan. This is nice ASMR, right? Oh, this is Hakone. Do you know there's a line? And probably it will take hours to take these photos.
Oh my god.
People in Japan are so sweet.
They're literally the nicest.
忘れ物? He lost item.
I was getting into my Uber. My bag full of like not only my fitteds, but like all my merch hats too that I own.
This is true. Hope we can keep this character. At least 10 to 20 years more, at least. I still remember when I lost my wallet in high school. I went to police office because there's a lot of police office in Japan. And then I got my wallet back. So some just kind of person find my wallet and without opening it, just report it to the police office.
Was not on me anymore. Oh. So I ran back, retraced my steps. Not only was it sitting there, but someone had tied it up nicely. So sweet.
Are you crying? Yeah, so in Japan, if you lost something, 2 options. Go back to the place you think you lost something. And koban, police office, or like anyone who work at that place.
The most wonderful time I had in Osaka was the Haruka 300 Observatory. There's an open-air atrium on the 58th floor. There's a 360-degree glass-enclosed observatory on top of the building. It was such a great place to take a break from all the walking in the hot weather.
I'm from Osaka, but I will go there next time if I go to Osaka.
Have some drinks and just watch the sun go down.
Looks
Panoramic
amazing.
view of Osaka was breathtaking. And I just can't help but respect how well organized the Japanese cities are.
I think because I haven't watched that much anime when I was in Japan, but I started watching a lot of anime and also the movie from Shinkai Makoto, Your Name and Weathering with You. And seeing these Japanese buildings and this nature view really reminds me anime.
Live your
dreams of pressing as many elevator buttons as you want at the Elevator Button Factory in Japan. The entire place is dedicated to elevator buttons, including this wall of over 1,000 buttons that you can press. And
Oh my god, this is a little hack that most people don't know. Many Japanese elevator button, you can cancel it. If you press twice, you can cancel. So if you press some wrong floor by accident, just press twice and you can cancel. But not all of them, but most elevator in Japan, you can cancel.
How's it been like trying to get a job here?
I don't want to work for a Japanese company. I'm trying to steer as far away from
Why is
Japanese
that?
companies.
I understand
The work
you.
Culture,
Right.
the environment. Japanese companies is very like, if you're young, you're kind of unimportant. You're there
Right.
to basically,
Actually, this is true. Discrimination in the ages in Japan is really strict. Like even 1 year older or younger, you need to change the language you use. I hate that.
fuel our ideas as the older generation. So I really am not into that. I want to be able to be really contributing to the company. They really do look down on foreigners as well.
Mhm.
For example, my friend, she's white. She's from Finland, speaks perfect Japanese. She applied for an interview just now, and she's asking her questions in Japanese, and the woman keeps being like, now write address.
Very condescendingly. Usually, if in general Japanese see foreigner face, whether they speak fluent Japanese or not, first impression is that we have some little fear and a pressure to speak in English. So, even you see the Japanese speaking like Japanese, even they're not mad, you hear little like strict, like hi, right? I'm not sure of the situation, but I feel like she was little pressured to speak English to her. So address, meaning she didn't have the confidence to speak English. That's how I feel. I don't think Japanese are looking down for foreigners.
Very condescendingly. So that's really a common occurrence. I think even you have experienced that. Both of us, I think, have experienced that.
Yeah, and I saw that recently video that some Japanese guy is saying no to the tourist who is smoking this like ski place that is where they are not allowed to smoke.
Don't smoke. It's private. Sorry, what sorry?
I beg your pardon.
But
I did not know.
It's so private.
Oh.
Hey, don't yell at her.
What?
Don't yell at her. She didn't know.
Didn't know?
No, it's her first time.
And some people say, oh, that's tourist spots. And also some people say the Japanese guy was too aggressive. I can see the both ways actually. But I understand speaking English to foreigners, especially saying no or kind of stuff. Even he didn't mean to go too aggressive. We are not used to it to talk in English. So it's kind of misunderstanding, I think. Wait. She's not Japanese.
Sis? What, are you giving me the hug tour? I want to get the hug tour. I'm trying to get a hair.
Yeah, she's Chinese. She spoke some Chinese words. Yeah, she's Chinese.
You got hairy?
I think I'm gonna skip because it doesn't look YouTube friendly.
Japanese are just they're better at being human. Can we admit that? They're they're more polite, they're better at design. The Japanese toilet? Are you familiar with the Japanese toilet? The Japanese took the most disgusting experience of human existence and fixed it. The Japanese toilet washes you, dries you, does your taxes. And that is in a Tokyo airport bathroom. You leave a Japanese public restroom cleaner than when you walked in.
It's funny, but it's true.
You leave an American public restroom with PTSD. Your only thought is, how can I forget that experience? Your alcohol
This is funny. Something I really can't believe about US is that there's a people who pee in a unisex bathroom. There's a man who pee without seat up. I really can't believe that. That's something I've never seen in Japan. I never see on the pee on the toilet seat in Japan. I really don't see any other countries that. I mean, there's a lot of video talking about like Europe and America, but I think Japan is really over-exaggerated some part. So I think I should do this sometimes. Alright, so hope this video helped you to see more clear vision of what Japan is. And also I have Instagram, TikTok, X, Patreon, what else? Yeah, if you're curious, please don't forget to check. Alright, thank you for watching. If you like the video, please hit the like button. And if you haven't subscribed my channel yet, please subscribe my channel. I would be really happy that you subscribe my channel and enjoy other my videos. It's really good. I like that. I like them. Especially recent Yakuza one is good if you haven't watched. Anyway, alright, you guys have a great day. Bye.